All right. Well, we have some people we need to thank here too, real quick. Okay. We like to thank Jim Fields once again for putting this thing together. Executive producer Christine Young. We'd like to thank Joseph over here helping out with photography. And also co-producer. We'd like to thank Mike Semrad, Pinky, for being here with us. It's an honor, Mike. And again, this is a beautiful turnout. Wow. Wish Mom and Dad could be here. So, yeah. So anyway, got anything you want to say? I'll turn the mic over to you.
Go ahead.
Speaking was never that was your deal. Yeah. He could hide behind his drums, you know. Just thanks, everybody. It's great to see everybody. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. I'm just shocked that this many people after this many years. It's an amazing thing. It's overwhelming. So thanks. Back to you, Ray.
What? It's only been 30 years, hasn't it? I got nothing to say. I'm just up here to answer questions. You want answers? I'm full of it. Anyway.
Hello, everybody. Mike Semrad here. One of the questions that Jim gave me was, what is it like seeing your life and music career on screen?
Oh, you're handing the mic to me.
Brings back many memories that I have long forgotten.
On screen, I guess you search back through all the years and how hard you worked, and you just never give up on what you want to achieve, and that's kind of how I feel right now. Just never give up on your passion, whatever you're passionate about, and I think that's about all it is right there. It's all about the passion you have, what you want to pursue and accomplish in life. So that's about it.
This is funny. I thought you did a beautiful job just putting everything together, Jen. Just from childhood photos to I couldn't have imagined it, but I thought it was just amazing. Of course, I've seen it twice now. I've cried both times. So just thank you for everything. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to second that. That was a great job. And I'd like to tell everybody too that all this music is now available online streaming, which nobody could ever hear unless you had the CD.
Right.
So now you can actually Spotify and actually hear this music, which it's still good music.
Yes, it is.
What do you miss most about the Nebraska music scene in the 90s and playing an Ivory Star?
Well, I had a lot of great times in Ivory Star, but I'm still in the music scene, so I played in like 10 different bands. But no, it was a great time in the 90s playing all those ballroom shows. We had some good times, that's for sure.
Yes, you are in high demand. He plays with several bands in the area. So what was the original question? Oh, I miss everything. Just the crowds, seeing everybody there, seeing everybody meet up with their lifelong friends, husbands, wives, whatever they were doing in the parking lot to have their kids later. I don't know. There were some wild shows. It was just a great time. Yeah, right on. I know people out there that met at Ivory Star shows. I remember standing up there in the heyday, just crazy fans, stage diving, crowd surfing to songs like Blondie and stuff like that. It was funny to see, but I remember asking myself, when is this gonna stop? When is this gonna end? Because it's not gonna be forever. So we tried though, didn't we?
Well, the question was, what do we miss about Ivory Star? And I guess I can honestly say that one of the things that I miss about playing at that level is the energy. The energy was something I can't even explain, because me, I worked the hardest in the band. Of course, I got 4 limbs operating at the same time, and I'm singing, and I told lots of people this, you know, in 20 years through Street Legal and Ivory Star, I would lose 6 to 12 pounds of water weight every night I played, and we played 2 to 6 nights a week for 20 years straight. So
No one wanted to carry his drum seat. It was a fight to see who carried his drum seat to the truck at the end of the night.
okay. Well, I went through a lot of shirts, but I missed that. The energy level is, I miss that. But along with that comes a lot of demands, and sometimes that can wear on you. And so anyway, I think you probably got more questions, Mike.
Got one more.
One more?
And so you've covered this a little bit, but what are you still involved in the music today? What Troy said you're like in 10 bands. Donette does all kinds of cool stuff, writing, and
Got
you
the Silver
can,
Moon.
and then Silver Moon Band that I've seen many times up here and all around the area. Excellent group. A couple of the guys somewhere, I see some of the members. That is a great band. So give me a couple of the bands you're playing in now, and then we'll just go down the.
Well, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Fish Heads. They've been around since, I think they're going on 40 years, and I'm the bass player in the Fish Heads now too. I play with the Nathan Paul Trio as an acoustic. I play the Big Johnson acoustic bass. Google the Big Johnson bass, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I build my own basses, and I've been selling them. I had the Violent Femmes out on tour currently playing my bass, and I play with anybody they call Hector Anchondos, and as I played, Rats and Frank Hannon Teslas or whoever. I mean, there you go.
It's just writing and recording for me, hoping to eventually pitch songs to other artists. There's some talk of that, but it's kind of like playing the lottery. But I enjoy just doing that. I get my creative outlet without being on stage. That just gets to be a little much. Dave's still going though too. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm still playing. Like Mike said, I have the band called the Silver Moon Band, and we play here quite a bit, and we rehearse right here on this stage, actually. I want to thank the music industry for one thing, well, actually for many things. I met my beautiful wife, Jamie. Yeah. Met her at Skylon Ballroom in Hardington. And with that, I got 2 beautiful boys, Tanner and Riley, and acquired a daughter-in-law, Janae, and our new granddaughter, Maggie Elaine. And we have a new member of the family coming, and Mackenzie and Tanner are engaged to be married. So in October, so I will be gaining another daughter-in-law. So anyway, but that's one of my thank yous to the music industry. It's made my life amazing. So my wife and my boys, thank you.
I still don't know how she does it. I still don't know how she does it.
I don't either.
Well, that's it for this little presentation. If anybody would like to shout out or come up and ask questions, see if we can hear you, or come up so we can hear you. Anything you want to know about this fabulous group?
You talked about energy, and since you were in high school for at least part of this time, how do you come down after being such a high energy event to be able to function at school the next day?
One of the best things, I was 15 when I started, and Mom didn't like me driving out on the road. I was playing in bars and nightclubs when I was in high school. So she'd write me notes to get me out of school. But I think just, it was natural because we spent expended a lot of energy on that stage. So yeah, sometimes we were up pretty late, but I didn't have to go to school after everyone, you know. So mom was pretty good to me that way.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty classic that she gets an excuse to be out of school because she's in a rock and roll band. Wow. Those pretty understanding parents.
My grades were okay.
But you talked about how do you come down after a high energy show. I'll admit to this. Sometimes after, there's some shows that we had, you know, you got these expectations and you're so high on the show and the energy you deliver from the show, and then I'm telling you, sometimes after, I went through, like they call it, post-gig depression. I mean, not all night or next day. It just sometimes it's just wow. You take a deep breath and remember what you did, remember what you said. You know, just like the Bob Seger song. You know, remember who you talked to, and it was interesting. The highs and the lows. It was a whole package, definitely. But it was all good.
Hit the saxophone.
Yeah.
No, I got nothing.
Okay.
Anybody else have questions?
Dave, is there gonna be another reunion? I got the 25th.
There it is. Okay, we knew this question was going to come. We knew this question was going to happen. So, you know, as of right now, I can honestly say, you know, oh, by the way,
You gotta ask Storm.
You have to ask Storm. Storm's with us, by the way. Here he is.
What do you think, Storm?
He's not responding? Oh, geez. Okay. Anyway, you know, this band was an amazing band, and there's so many incredible memories, and what we accomplished, I was very proud of this band, what we accomplished. I think right now, all four of us, we've gone so many separate directions in our music career, and right now a reunion is just not something we're talking about at this moment. So, but you know, that's I'll just kind of leave it at that right now.
Just want to say it's great seeing you three together. My question's about Storm. I heard somewhere that like he was thinking about doing a guitar contest or something, and he woke up, unfortunately hungover, took a shot. This is what I heard. And then he played for this recording, and he sent it in, kind of forgot about it, and he won the whole thing. Is that true?
I got this story. This one I'm full of. I actually talked Storm, and Z92 had a Led Zeppelin Jimmy Page guitar contest going, and the winner got a free trip to Jones Beach, New York, front row seats, the Page Plant tour to see Jimmy Page up front. Hey, Storm's like, I don't do these contests, I ain't doing that, you know. And I said, Storm, just get up in the morning, take your acoustic guitar, and go down to Z92 and just play. You don't have to rehearse nothing, just go play some Zeppelin. And I talked him into it, and he went down and did it, and of course he won. And went and sat in the front row and saw Jimmy Page and play. But that's a true story there.
Yeah, he got to meet Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page, from what I understand, when he was standing there, Jimmy Page was talking to him and didn't realize that he was the winner of the contest at the moment until a road crew person came up and said, hey, Jimmy, this is the guitar contest winner. And Jimmy Page goes, oh, man, that was you? Oh, man. So he picked the winner himself, Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin. And that just goes to show you the level of talent that Storm Road has as a player, as a musician, to be recognized by someone of that stature. I mean, Jimmy Page, I mean, how much bigger can you get? That's right. Storm.
All right.
Dave and I both feel very blessed to have played with Storm and Troy. T-Roy really added to the band when he joined, and really, like Dave said earlier, made us up our game. So thanks.
All right, are we out of here now?
I got a question for you guys. So first of all, great video. It was cool to see some of the footage from all the stories from the guy from my right. He might be your #1 fan, I'm not sure. But my question, you guys can either answer it as a collective or individually. You listed a ton of bands that you opened for, a ton of big names. Was there ever a white whale that you never got, or somebody that you wished that you could have opened for, or anything along those lines? Is there somebody
You got your dreamboat, Andy.
that comes to mind?
I don't know. I think we got to do it pretty good. I don't think there's anybody that, I mean, we were going to open for the Black Crowes on several shows, but we kind of got bumped out of the mix because we were an independent band, not signed by a record label. So that would have been the closest like Midwestern regional tour that we would have done. But we did get to do shows with Alice Cooper, Jackson Brown, George Thorogood, Marshall Tucker Band, Allman Brothers, ZZ Top, Heart, Foreigner, Eddie Money. There's a picture of Donette and I with Eddie Money right over there. And we feel blessed. We're very blessed to have had that opportunity.
So that's why I was wondering, that was one hell of a list, so I didn't know if there was a big fish in the pond that it actually existed, because it sounds like you caught most of them.
Well, we were blessed to open for the ones that we did, and I don't know. I think we I don't know. I wouldn't want to have done it any different. So it looks like we got another question. Uh-oh, should I be worried?
Absolutely. All right, I lived next to Dave for many years. We had a great time. I'll keep most of them secret, by the way. I had a kegerator in my garage that was wide open for the neighbors to have, so we have a lot of stories. I went to many concerts with these guys. They were fantastic. My question, Jeff Darrell, is very clean. I see that look over there. But you guys opened up and played for amazing bands, just like this guy's question over here. Which one of those was your favorite and greatest times and best memories of all the bands you opened up for?
That's a good question, Chris. I can remember, well, we had a sold-out show with Keanu Reeves' band Dog Star at the Ranch Bowl.
He's going back to town. Yeah,
And-
he's back on tour, Dave.
And he's back on tour.
They're coming to the Astros.
Yeah. And so anyway,
Dog Star.
I had the privilege of meeting Keanu Reeves, and so when he came in the door, I went up and introduced myself. I said, "Hey, man," I said, "it's Dog Star and Ivory Star, man. It's a sold-out show. It's an all-star night." And he looked at me and he went, "Wow, man. Yeah, you're right." Hey, he's very reserved. He's a great individual to talk to. I had a couple Heinekens with him and just BS'd with him, and it was fun. That was one of my funnest memories. But I did get to meet and talk with members of Cheap Trick, Dokken. I got to talk to Tommy Aldridge, who's one of my all-time idolizing drummers. I used to idolize that guy. I used to watch drum videos of Tommy Aldridge. He was drumming for Ted Nugent, and I got to talk to him briefly. So anyway, there's Huey Lewis and the News was cool. They were all cool guys, and there's a lot of stories. But anyway,
It's funny, most of them you don't get to meet. You don't even see them. I think I finally met Alice Cooper years and years later at a meet and greet because I got to know their tour manager. So whenever he's around, I get a hold of him and they get me backstage.
I just got to say, I got to shake Nancy Wilson from Heart. I got to shake her hand.
That's definitely the highlight for me, is meeting Nancy Wilson. I just happened to run into her backstage before we went on. I said, I have my Dreamboat Annie album in the car. I'm in heels through the gravel park. She said, go get it. So I'm running through the parking lot to get this album, which is signed by both of them. Which is, yeah, I should have. I know where it is, but yeah, that was certainly a highlight for me. Highlights for you?
Oh, I got one. My son is 33 now with my grandchildren. They're 3 and 6, and we had him at the C92 birthday bash with Ted Nugent, and so he still has a T-shirt autographed by Joan Jett, Olive Cheap Trick, and Ted Nugent. And I still remember we're in the back of the catering, and Ted was back there, and I introduced him to my son, and they had steaks, and Ted said, you know, you gotta kill it before you can grill it. And my son looked up at him and was like, yes, sir, Mr. Nugent.
The question of all of the gigs that you guys had in this area, in just northeast Nebraska, which would you say was your guys' favorite avenue?
Probably Snyder Ballroom and Hardington Ballroom. Those were the highlights.
I could probably go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of them. We had a lot of great shows. I mean, we had a lot of small town celebrations that were incredible. I mean, I remember doing Lions Park. I remember doing Decatur Riverfront Days. We'd go clear up to Verdigris, Nebraska for Kolache Days. Clarkson, Snyder, Hardington, Bow Valley, Nebraska, Randolph, Bloomfield. We could go all over the place in the Midwest region, and there were so many amazing venues and support from every single one of them. And without that, we wouldn't have been where we are today and have the memories that we do today.
Yeah, good point. It's taken us since '95 to get our music available for download. So I want to mention that again. All your streaming and downloading platforms. The first album, Semrad, is available, and Vicious Circle will be soon to follow. Hopefully, we'll keep putting announcements out there. So we're finally in the digital age.
Yeah.
Us dinosaurs.
This has been an amazing gathering, and I just can't thank you enough for being here. This is beautiful. Love it. So, love all you guys for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.